Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Today I am going to discuss the magic of spiritual love. Let us start after the prayer. Iti stutva jagannatham uvacha muni sattamam idam strotramadhiyana nityam vrajata keshavam. As children, a popular game has been Monopoly, in which one circles a game board through the throw of the dice. In this game, one lands on spaces with the names of properties. Players are given each to spend and they can buy the property with that cash. Then they are able to build homes and hotels on that property and charge rent each time another player lands on that spot. This game is quite long and children can spend hours engaged in it. It is so engaging they often forget about their homework or their other sports activities. This game of high finances or Monopoly is very similar to the game of the world, which has little to do with the true game of God. God has another game going on. It is a game based on law of love. It is a game in which God loves and wants us to love God back. This love is not only between God and each created being, it is also having love for the entire family of God. God wants to play the game of godly love. It is a game wherein we experience God's love for ourselves and radiate that love to all around us. God is an ocean of bliss and love. When we connect with God, we are bathed in that ecstasy. It is more enjoyable than any game of this world. It is a happiness far beyond any possible in this world. Leading a spiritual life is leading a life of spiritual love. Spirituality is not a cold, dry subject to be studied and memorized. It is not a rigid meditation in which we cut ourselves off from people in our family and community or life. Rather, spirituality is immersing ourselves into the divine love that is our true nature, into the spiritual love between ourselves and others, and into our loving connection with all life itself. The commodity that is most valued in the realms beyond this world, to which we all will go, is spiritual love. The soul is measured not by our financial records but by the amount of love we have radiated to others. Love is translated into thoughts, words, and deeds that are expressed in how much we care about others. It is expressed in how much we care about others. It is demonstrated by how much we give of ourselves to help or serve others. Spirituality is an experience of becoming divine love itself. We can test this out from our own experience. Think of a time in which we were with our loved one, a spouse, parent, beloved, or child. When we are with those we love, even places that are not our outwardly beautiful become beautiful. When we love someone, even if their appearance is not perfect or attractive, they look beautiful to us through the magic of love. Leading a spiritual life means entering into a state in which we are bathed in divine love all the time. It means coming in contact with God within us. God is love. By contacting God within ourselves through meditation, we are merging ourselves into an ocean of divine love. Since we are in that state of spiritual love, we find beauty in everything around us. The world of divine love is always beautiful. We can play God's game of love through meditation. The process of taking attention away from the world outside and focusing it within. It is through God's game of love that we experience the riches that lay latent within us, which will bring us unfathomable joy, light, and bliss. We are living in an era where the self love revolution is gaining momentum, yet we have trouble doing the work. It goes against everything. We were never taught it self love in school, and most of us did not learn about self love even in our home. Self love is our fuel. It's the foundation for who we are. Everything builds on top of this foundation, and if it's not solid, life feels shaky. For those of us who have experienced the power of self love, we can agree that the effects can often feel quite magical. The moment we start loving ourselves, we experience shifts, positive shifts. Life begins to move forward with more ease, and things begin to magically fall into place. Relationship improve, health improves, and life begins to feel good, really good, ridiculous good. Let us recognize or prioritize our needs. In order to create that loving relationship with yourself, you will have to recognize your needs. Without self love, you are dismissive of your needs. You ignore them while prioritizing the needs of others, such as your partners, friends, family, and co-workers. Self love is all about identifying your needs and making them a priority in your life. It's about doing what truly feels right for you. Another, gain a true sense of self. How? Say goodbye to codependency. Self love pushes you to take care of your own needs. You will learn to give to yourself, and in doing so, you will develop into the person you strive to be. You will celebrate the beauty and freedom of being true to you, and you will gain a solidified sense of who you truly are. Self love helps you ground into your true yourself. Now, set loving boundaries. As your self love expands, so will your ability to identify what is not good for you. Simply put, the more you love yourself, the less you will tolerate being treated like a crap. You will gain the clarity you need to understand what you will and will not accept in your life. Another, prevent self sabotage. How? When everything is finally going great, and then all of a sudden you sabotage that great feeling by doing something destructive. Self love makes that saboteur behavior go away. As we grow that love within you, it will become easier to accept good things in your life. For this sake, drop the victim mentality. How? Self love is all about taking ownership, owing up to your actions and how you choose to show up in this world. The only reason you adapt a victim mentality is because you refuse to see the role you play in your experiences. When you begin to prioritize self love, you start to view your experiences differently. It's all about learning lessons, not denying them. Ownership is empowering. Another, find your own happy. Stop seeking happiness outside of you. You won't find it. You may find temporarily happy moments, but you won't find long lasting happiness. But self love helps you get your groove back. It's a simple, really. The more love you show yourself, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the happier you become. You are in charge of your happiness, and self love is the key to finding it. Self love is not selfish. Self love is about connecting to your innermost needs, celebrating the freedom of being you, and honoring who you truly are while dropping your destructive patterns. Loving yourself is magical. It's a divine relationship that will help you radically improve every single aspect of your life. So go on, drop the guilt, and embrace having a deep, loving relationship with you. Whatever people might think about them, love spells have been around for us as long as we have been able to find records of them. Love spells have been found and dated as far back as 2200 BC, recorded on preserved tablets uncovered at Tel Inshara and Izin. The tablets detail rituals of erotic and other kinds of magic. According to the legends and all our research, love spells will only work if the heart of the person who is casting the spell is pure. If their intentions are clear, and here is a real catch. If the person the spell is made for already has found feelings for the caster. Also, there are many steps and conditions that have to be aligned perfectly for your spell to be effective. So, but beware. There are a few things you will need to be aware of before attempting to cast love spells. Spells cannot actually force someone to love you. They can only enhance the feelings they already have for you. If your intentions are not set with purpose, the spells might not work, or even worse, the results could get back. It can backfire. If your spiritual guides know that you are making the wrong choice, they will prevent your spell from working as they know the results will not be good for you. In this sake, what can we do? Some simple love spells for beginners. The rituals below are for those of you who want to know the simplest ways to make someone fall in love with you with a spell. Love spells work best when cast on Venus's days, which are Fridays. Venus is the goddess of love. Before doing any of these spells, bathe, doing meditate on your desire and write your letter of intent. Number one, daily affirmations. Affirmations are positive words of encouragement and desire that become your own personal mantra. Choose statements that will let the universe know you are worthy and deserving of love. Every morning and deserving of love. Every morning and evening, look in the mirrors and recite the words you have written. These words will reprogram the vibrations you are putting out and will help you bring in love. Attracting a partner who is in your level. Another, to find a dream lover. How? This is a simple ritual to attract a lover. You will need sage, rose petals, lavender, pomegranate seeds, and pink or clear quartz crystal. Make a fabric bag. Place them all inside and the bag under your bed or pillow while you sleep. In about 2 weeks, you will draw your dream lover into your life. The honey jar. How? This little spell was sent to us by a white witch who told us, "My spell will make you cute to the object of your affection." She assured us that if done properly, the charm will work very well. Write the full name of your crush on a small piece of paper. Place the paper into a jar full of honey. Keep it somewhere safe, and in about a week or two, the person will become as sweet on you as you are on them. As soon as the awareness level is raised, old problems fade away automatically. Because in truth, there is only awareness. There are no wounds to be healed, no mirrors to be explored, and no behavior coming from your partner that is good or bad. These simply is awareness and existence without thought. Thoughts are illusions created by mind. Dating someone is like two worlds clashing, two giant bubbles of self created reality coming together. The reason this is pointed out here is that these mental concepts are obstacle. The assumptions, thoughts, stories, beliefs about you from truly experiencing deep levels of love that are so close to infinite awareness, love, bliss. Then why most relationships fail? The answer. And that's a part of the reason most relationships fail. Both of the people in the relationship are constantly creating stories, beliefs, and assumptions about the other person, themselves, and the relationship in their mind. Without considering a change of personality, and over the years, this gets more and more. You may think you are getting to know the person, but actually, you are conceptualizing the person. Constantly, you are scanning the person, memorizing things like a computer. You think you get to know the person better and better, but actually, you are just creating a data in our mind, like a machine, like a robot. So, you're way too focused on the mental aspects of the relationships than on the awareness aspect. And this is where we got it all wrong. No, we got it all wrong. We have the goal in our mind to find a partner who takes care of us, who we can talk about everything with, who we can heal with. But there is no point in talking or healing and getting to know someone on just a mental level. The mind and therefore thoughts are infinite. Thus, problems are infinite, healing is infinite. All this is mental. Finding someone who talks with you about your problems, who tells your stories, or like everyone likes to say, is there for you, is still mental. If you have a partner who talks with you about your problems all night, who helps you in bad times, okay. But can you see that there is no end to that? That is all mental and infinite. You will find things to talk about for the rest of your life. You probably find problems for the rest of your life. This does not mean that you should not talk to each other, but it means that the mental noise, the stories, problems, and all of that is just mental noise that is distracting you from experiencing awareness through each other, from gaining a deeper understanding of reality into reality. It prevents you from merging into infinite love. One of the reasons we love sex so much is because we are merging with the person into the present moment. We are totally aware of how everything feels, how the other persons feel, and we are out of our head. We totally feel this energy, the awareness, and this is what feels good. The merging of two cells that are actually one. And that is what we totally learn to ignore. Now, spiritual love, the real goal of a relationship. How? Answer. The real goal of a relationship, the real purpose is to experience awareness together. The goal of a relationship is not to get to know a person. This getting to know is just a byproduct of spending time together and communicating. But the goal of a relationship is to experience awareness together, to experience deeper levels of truth and of reality through and with the other person. The other person is like a catalyst for new levels of awareness. The relationship is another angle. Awareness becomes aware of itself. And this does not happen by thinking about the person or by getting to know them. This does not happen by talking about who you are, what you have been through. It happens by seeing in the other person's presence and fully experiencing their feel of awareness. Through merging with their awareness, you become more aware of your true man nature. Through seeing that there is nothing in between you and the other person, you are becoming more aware of the truth. Seeing that there is only awareness enables greater levels of love and peace. The potential of relationships. Relationships have a huge potential for the incredibly high levels of awareness. Because the love for another person is so close to infinite eternal awareness, love, bliss, that you can use that love for another person as a catalyst, as a gateway tool to experience infinite, eternal awareness, love, bliss. Both of you can actually love bliss. Both of you can each other as a catalyst instead of using that love as a justification to spend time together, thinking or together, talking to each other, or hearing each other. You may still be missing the practical application. When you start dating someone for the first time, sit down before the date and let go. Go all of thoughts about the person. Let go of all the beliefs you already have, the stories you have already accumulated, and especially expectations, desires, and needs you have towards a relationship in general. If you are in a relationship, then sit down and let go. Let go of everything you think you know about the person. Wake up in the morning and can had a good look as that person to person. So it is forget your thoughts about the person. You love them because they remind you on infinite clerk awareness love bliss. श्रीकांताय कल्याण निधे निधेन्द्राम श्री वेंकटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलाशासभय पदाचार्य पुरोगमय सर्वेश पूर्वैराचार्य सत्कृतायास्तु मंगलम्.